Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here with part 63 of the Elves of Lórien 3rd Age Let's Play. We continue, and we're going through an intern phase, seeing what's going on. I've got to try and hold back Mordor now. And I should say, by comparison, if you're watching the Harad series, and if you're not, what are you doing? It's awesome. That is actually coming to a close very, very soon, so if you want to see the last charge of the mighty Mumakil, be sure to head on over and check out my latest Harad part. The final part of that Harad Let's Play will probably be out over the next few days, and I should have a vlog out later as well, if not before this even gets uploaded. So please check it all out. Anyway, that's about covers all I wanted to say during the intern phase. They are useful sometimes. And now we're seeing Mordor move up, pushing towards Waldburg. I've got some forces in there and I'm waiting for them to attack. I think they may well do, because they've just reinforced their army there at Waldburg. I'm trying to bring my army down from the north there, as you can see. Oh, no, they're pushing up here to Amon Lank, previously Dol Guldur. I was hoping they were going to attack me, but they're not. They're going to continue to assault me. I don't know if they're going to just continue assaulting me until they can crush me, but I can't. I'm not really in a position to sally out, which is unfortunate. We're going to have a better look at the situation in a moment, once Rune finish taking their turns on the bandits. There we go. We don't need this chap for cunning. We are at war with Harad, despite my best efforts to try and gain a peace. Make single payment. So apparently it's still demanding. So I can't afford to throw all my money there. The thing is, if we could push these guys back from Waldburg, and we need to start stopping the push by these guys. And we haven't come up against Harad yet, but I have a feeling they're not going to be as susceptible to my missiles as perhaps Mordor has been. All the same, we're building up quite the nice force here. And with that said nice force, what are we actually replenishing? We can't replenish these Galadriel archers, but I am going to take them with me because they are 2 chevrons of gold veterancy.
Yes, my lord.
So we're going to push out with this army here. We're going to pop these guys into Edoras. We have these guys here. This is still my ring bearer, absolutely corrupt. I'm trying to build troops all over the place, as you can see, to push back against Harad and Mordor now. We're starting to do with troops all over the place where we can. Then we've got some more coming in Isengard. Nope. Can't recruit anyone there for a while. Limelight Fort, you're still useless. Moria. I can recruit some guards there, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to keep on recruiting guys up here. We're recruiting plenty here as well, rather replenishing. And that's the only annoying thing. If they are going to keep assaulting me, they are slowly chipping away at my nice army, which I can't really retrain, unfortunately.
I'm gonna
6 more turns till I will die. So I'm hoping these guys are going to attack me next turn when they bring this other army up. If they don't, then I'm going to have to sally out. Now this army can come down here and help. Oh crap, they've got so many battering rams. This is against Celeborn and his army. Can't merge any of my troops. I don't know if that's because I'm besieged or what. Oh, no. Large army there. They've got Olag High. Have these guys got Olag High as well? No, they've just got Mountain Trolls. So only one of them's got the Olag High. Okay. And the wall apparently is already damaged, but we're gonna try and come down here with this army. At least we should be able to reinforce. No point building a watchtower though.
Greetings, most noble ally.
We were going to reinforce with this army here, but their Mordor is coming towards us. I could push out. I'm going to see if I can replenish for a turn first. I need to leave these guys here because they can bypass and push on up there. So let's gather together some of the forces I am recruiting they're actually going to take that. That's fine.
Elven warriors, come on!
Oh, I need to change that setting, which allows me to govern a settlement. But because I reinstalled Medieval 2, I still haven't done it yet when I reinstalled my PC. But for now, that's fine. Don't need to change any of the tax rates over here.
Elves,
Send this one over here as well. Volberg, they're recruiting more troops here.
Elven warriors, come on!
In fact, I'm going to get this guy out of here. I'm going to use this dude here.
Elves,
Oh dear, no. Oh, that's the only annoying thing I hate about that. Financial build policy, fine. I really need to change that next time. Must not forget.
for the light!
And while these guys are sort of acting as defenders of these chaps in the Hornburg, we're going to need to take them out.
Swiftly,
The Hornburg will manage,
elves,
but now we're amassing half stack already. That's alright.
by the light of Elber,
And of course we have Lord Haldir the infantryman. I'm really hoping Gondor would actually do something here. So we're going to come across into Harad territory and start to attack them. And I'm going to bring my spy down here to see what's coming on up. Still that Gondor fort from ages old. And I think that's all we can do. I've got my agent here, although we can see these guys all heading for Amon Lank, and probably there might be some more armies up here. No.
My friend, please send an emissary to approaching quietly. My
Treebeard, my spy.
impossible, my lord.
Okay, so we've got things well mapped out in terms of where people are, and I don't think there's anything else we can really do. We've got those guys up in Imladris, and that's all I'm doing for now. Let's end the turn and see what happens. We've got some big battles coming up which we need to deal with. Hopefully, we will get those shortly. I'm really hoping Rohan will suddenly sally out from Entwade and help me. That would be lovely. I'm not sure if they have military access. Maybe that's why. I'll have to look at whether they've got military access or not. Sylvan Elves, I think they're trying to bribe me, which in my situation really would not help me in the slightest. Not one tiny bit. And this army comes up here, and I'm hoping they're going to attack me, because I should theoretically be able to reinforce with Waldberg as well, unless those guys all get taken out of the fight too. No, they're getting taken out of the fight, but this means I get a chance to take these guys out of the fight. And for once, there is no Olaghai facing me. These are Uruks. I can pin them with my Eldar volunteers, my spears, and I've got plenty of infantry actually then to flank around and cut them to pieces. And of course, we have the mighty archers. So let's fight this. Away we go. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. And I should also say, if you haven't seen it already, I've started a new co-op head-to-head versus campaign with the Rambler. That's also on my channel. That's on Caesar in Gaul. I'm playing as the Averni, he's playing as Rome, and we're going at each other. So if you want to see some of that, that'd be awesome. And I know some of you are going to ask, when are you going to start your Divide and Conquer Let's Play? Because obviously you just said you're going to be finishing Harad soon. So, you know, when's that going to happen? That will probably happen... I'm giving... Well, my Empire Let's Play is actually going to finish as well pretty darn soon. So once both Harad and Empire are finished, then I'll start on my new Divide and Conquer. So there'll probably be a voting video up this weekend for Divide and Conquer. And I'll also have like an install video if you guys want to know how to install it. So yeah, all that will be there. I've just realised I really don't have that many spears, but they are some of the best spears I could possibly have, to be fair. Eldar Volunteers, let's just have a look at these dudes because they are so freaking awesome. Look at them. It's the scene from the first stage battle of the slopes of Gorgoroth. Oh, that's awesome. Look at the helmets. They're so cool. I don't know what it was, but this armor, of the Eldar, always just looked awesome. So freaking badass. You guys are like so cool. Anyway, rather than spend the whole time with me just sort of like, I don't know, foaming at the mouth about how awesome they look, let's actually form up, shall we? So let's form the infantry on this side, and I'll get my spears on the other up to here. And it doesn't matter that they're spread quite thinly, to be honest. They will be able to hold. It's not like pikes as such in this and in most of the other Total Wars. These spearmen for Lórien can actually hold quite comfortably on their own. So I'm just going to have my infantry further forward from where I wanted them, to be honest, but they'll still work. Push forward my infantry. And I know I have this flat formation, and you guys sort of say flank up on the sides and stuff, Lionheart, things like that. I will pull them back once the enemy actually engages with me, and I'll keep a few in the centre, and then I'll take several units around and flank. Oh, baggage. But for this kind of first engagement, where they're all just marching towards me, I can do some damage as they come across the plains. Ah, good. So watching all those arrows come on in. That's awesome. The closest thing I get to the film, sort of seeing that deadly Lórien accuracy at work. And I mean, from this standpoint against Mordor all the time, it does look like they're insanely OP'd, but they can be beaten. And they can be destroyed. You just got to know how to counter them. Like with Mordor, it's basically a numbers game. It's kind of like, actually in my co-op versus Duran, but I'm playing as the Avermedia, he's playing as Rome. I have to basically use numbers until I get to my like ultimate units, my elite units, to do some damage. Which for Mordor would be the Olakai and other troll units and stuff like that, and heavily armoured orcs. But until then, I just have to throw numbers at him, and I have to flank and things like that. But the AI doesn't necessarily have such a great concept of all of those features, which is why it often doesn't do that. So we're going to pull these guys around here, and we're going to do the same up here, just putting them back enough to then fire on the flanks. Go, 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 guys. Oh, I really should have taken these chaps off skirmish mode, though. That is an absolute annoyance, which is why those guys are misbehaving. Okay, these guys here, though, we are actually going to we're going to reform their lines here. They will still fire. I'm just going to give these guys actual attack orders, and we're going to bring these guys around further here. What have we actually got up here? We've got Orc Raiders, so we're going to have to be careful of them. In fact, I'm going to get both these arch units to fire on them, just for now. And these guys are going to be facing the same issue. I've kind of pulled them too far with too many troops to flank and what have you. So they are actually going to be attacked here. They didn't manage to get, that many volleys off either. And why are you guys on flaming attack? That's not what we said to do. We need to attack these guys as well. But at least these guys here can come to our aid, hopefully. And thankfully my elves will still do quite a horrific amount of damage. Oh, accidentally muted the sound, whatever sound's left in the game actually. So my Galadrim can do a fair bit of damage, my Lórien archers can do a fair bit, and then we're firing at them through the flanks with all my archers up here. So that'll do fine. These guys firing down here against the hordes. And we've got a really good view of these guys, so we can do some damage. So that's fine, even though they've hit my archers. Not so much of a problem. My Eldar Volunteer Spearmen should be doing fine, as are the Galadrim Guards for now. They've just got to hold them long enough to start breaking them. These guys are all firing up top, which is brilliant. It's all we need to do. We've already broken this unit, and I'm just going to get these guys to fire straight into the units that the Galadrim Guards are engaging with already. That's all these chaps here doing a smashing job. I'm going to move on to the Orc Raiders at the top here. I'm going to bring these guys around so they'll actually fire, because they don't like firing unless they're right at the sort of the side. Like these guys, actually I should bring them up a bit more so we can fire. But they're already pushing at them quite nicely. My infantry, they're doing okay. The Uruks are heavy infantry, so they will give them a bit more of a hard time. But once my archers get into what they need to be doing. Now these guys are all, I'm hoping, firing. Come on, Archers of Lórien. Or Lórien Rangers, rather. Yes, you're all going to fire for me. Yes, well, the majority of you are going to fire for me. Right into the flanks here, which is just going to really destroy them. I'm surprised these guys are still holding on for so long. Why are you not facing that way? Come on, turn and hit these guys. You do some deadly, deadly volleys here now. There we go, far on in.
The enemy force remains.
Half the enemy force remains, we've only lost 18%, so once we finish up here we can start firing on the flanks here, because that's where the spearmen are starting to have some problems, where they're being flanked. They've broken. Okay, we turn now with my Galadriel archers as well, and fire on these guys. Try and hit these guys through the middle, but that doesn't always work, because they don't want to actually do that. Oh, and these guys have just seen one of them starting to waver and break. Orc Raiders are going to be pushed back by my Lórien Rangers now the Uruks aren't in there, and these guys now slowly cutting through. They're getting their momentum back. And in the middle we can see their ranks thinning, even though the Eldar Volunteers are going down. They're doing a grand old job. Yeah, we've got more of them breaking from up here. Destroying these guys. Away you go, my mighty elves. Which will just trim these guys down from the top. And my guys in the back here firing as well now. Let's give them a rally. Oh, and we've defeated them. And actually we've been very eager here with the archers, but that's perfect actually, because it's got them into a brilliant position where they can now fire into the flanks of the spearmen down here. And I'm going to bring these guys up just a little bit to then attack into the flanks here. Don't know why so many of them are holding back. It's probably because they're in guard mode, to be honest, but that means that they won't bother chasing the enemy. Sometimes it does that to them. Trying to break these guys here. Yep, we've already got some of them routing. We've managed to break them in the middle there against most of the Eldar Volunteers, so we can now hit them here. Come on, I need the main body of you getting in there. Try and hit these guys with my archers, because I don't want them coming back too soon, but thankfully most of my archers are still intact. We've lost 25% of our forces, the enemy's lost 72, was it? 73. Those guys are all dead. We can bring these guys down here now, hit them there. Let's bring my archers up and around. And these archers here are actually focusing on firing at these guys over the back, because they don't want to fire directly through their own ranks. Oh, and my generals can actually hit the Uruk archers over here, so we're gonna send them up over there. Flank them. We've got these guys coming on in, but not too many of them. I'm gonna try and get these guys to attack there. They go in with that charge. Some of these guys can fire. Bring these archers up and around. Get my archers to attack. Oh, but they're all breaking now.
The enemy general abandons his.
Hit all those guys there. Go, 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 guys. Eldar Volunteers pushing forward now, chasing these guys. We've got the next unit of Orc Band coming on in. They're going to die too. Try and get my archers just to focus on firing on the last few of them, if we can. Just going to continue it a little bit.
It's time to press the attack.
While my archers pin down some of their guys. They're probably killing a few of my own men there, but my infantry hitting them as well. There we go, generals down too. That's what we like to see. God, that range is insane on some of those archers. There we go. Chase, 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 chase. Munching up these guys in the middle. Are we going to munch those guys on the right now as well? Can fire at these guys a little bit. Not so much. How about them? Probably pepper these guys down, yep. These guys are finally being caught out. Go, 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 go. Chase him, chase him, chase him. Yeah, they're just going to get away. Yeah. And that's battle over for them.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Utterly vanquished.
25%
25% of our forces lost, 94% of theirs. We lost 368, and the enemy lost 3,419 That's what we like to see. Casualties inflicted. I think the most there, 374 by Archers of Lórien, but let's have a look down the list. Yep, that's it. Well done to those. Coming short second, more Archers of Lórien with 369. Very close indeed. And with that, we will execute. And they're sending up more forces towards me. I may well retreat from this one, to be fair. I don't know. Well, we'll see if actually... No, we could probably have these guys as well, if I'm honest. Do these have the Oleg High? Yes, they do. In that case, I don't really want to go up against them just yet with my army, because it's not a full stack. And a lot of my infantry did take quite a pounding then, and I know I'm going to need them. Even if I target all my infantry at them, we're still going to need a lot more to defeat the rest of them. So I am actually going to try and retreat. If they do want to chase me, then obviously I will have to fight this, and I'll have no target. Yep, okay, I'm going to have to fight this. Unfortunately, so I really am going to have to go over. I don't want to lose both my generals here. We've got the Eldar volunteers too, so we're going to focus on bringing down those Oleg High first.
Send these creatures back to the abyss.
And then if we can, then we will take out the rest of their forces, which would be just great.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
We will try and halt this turn of events, but I'm not sure it's necessarily all in our control. I'm going to have our infantry a lot closer together, and I'm going to have to set my archers further back this time. Just like so. We're going to try and spread them out as far as I can possibly dare, to, you know, really do some damage here. A general back here. Actually, my archers are already still in pretty darn good nick, so take them all off skirmish mode. And I'm actually going to... Well, I don't want to tempt the enemy to flank round me too early again, so I'm going to keep these guys back here. And we're going to fire from here instead, and then we'll try and flank round. But my main and only target, really, to start with, is going to need to be these Oleg High. I assume all these guys can fire on them. I just need to wait for them to get into range. They can hit these ones at the front here, but we need to just bring down that Oleg High, because otherwise they're going to tear apart my ranks, and right now that's probably more troublesome than anything else. Why are we on flaming arrows? All of you on Oleg High, so off fire at will, and all on Oleg High, all on Oleg High. A few shots coming over towards them now, but it will be the next volley where we start killing them. Although those flaming shots has actually managed to burn a few of the orcs, and actually that is a perfect time for the volley to come in as they go through the spearmen. The Oleg High, they're getting hit by them, and now my archers are firing. Don't know why they still got flaming arrows on. These guys can't hit yet. I don't know why this unit is feeling the need to move. Oh, it's because they're right on the other side. Stay there. You can hit these guys there. They're already looking pretty bloody, but I need to finish them off a fair bit more. Thankfully, Mordor is taking its time to form up, and I've just got the range to hit these guys, so if I can start bringing them down now, then that would be perfect. Oh, it must be my generals that's on flaming arrows yet. So my generals can focus on the Uruk archers here. That's fine. These guys can probably focus... Oh, they've got to focus on the Uruk archers as well. But meanwhile, the rest of my elites, my 2 Galadrim and 2 Lórien Rangers, can focus on trying to bring down dem trolls. Bring them down, come on. Really need these guys falling before they get to our lines, because otherwise I'm not so confident in the outcome of this battle. I mean, we've killed 8% of them so far, but it can all change, of course. I need these Oleg High to start falling, and I believe I can get these guys to all start firing any moment now too. There we go. And I'm going to get my general as well off fire at will, all firing on the Oleg High. That's all I want the focus on for my archers. I know it's probably a waste of arrows in terms of the number of units I'm actually going to take down, just 6 compared to the other sort of 3,000 that are out there, but these guys will do the most damage if they break my lines. We'll put these guys in shield wall, but for now... Oh yes, there we go. Got 2 of them down so far. They're starting to go down before they even reach my lines. Come on. In the past, I've not bothered with them, but that's normally when I've got slightly larger armies because I've tried to take out the larger enemy force. Okay, that's all of them down bar 1. Just got to bring him down now, and then there we go. Okay, everyone, fire at will. Fire at will, go nuts. There we go. That's what I need to do. Now they're all dead. We should be able to win this, although we do have a lot of this Moran guard, which I don't like the look of at all. Which I'm going to start pulling these guys around to flank with. Oh, Lórien Rangers, you definitely need to come back here. I'm going to give these guys a little bit of a charge, if we can. Just in places, and they're trying to flank round here already. My general's firing up here against the Moran guard.
Changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
That's it, fire right into their ranks. Bring them down, elves. Come on, slow them as well. We've been charged at the sides here by all their infantry. I'm going to push forward here to try and push my lines further back as well. Trying to fire on here. We need the Galadrim to keep on firing if we can. Up and over the crest into this big pack of orc maulers. We are going to have a tough time of it. We're going to fire into the spearmen here actually with these guys now. These chaps got enough guys firing on them to free them. Again, get the Galadrim firing in through here. Help out my infantry, which are bravely going to just try and hold back the tide of the enemy until such point as I can free them up a bit more. Get my archers to fully engage here now. Push back against the Moran guard, whereas my Galadrim are all firing, kept them in guard mode. They'll fire at the orc maulers and what have you at the top here. My infantry, though, going down like rocks here with Moran on guard. Orc band, it's not looking that great for them, to be honest. Redeploy the various units that I'm firing all over the place. If we can start doing something over on this right flank, I think we might be able to pull them back, but we're being knocked around a little bit because they flanked around so hard. Give them a rally. Eldar volunteers, unfortunately, going to be taking a wee bit of a pounding here. Take them off guard mode as well. Oh, and they've broken through my units there. It's going to be an infantry battle, or a melee battle between my archers in a moment and the enemy forces. We're pushing back these guys quite nicely though. Engage, engage, engage. Go Galadrim guard, Galadrim archers. You'll actually be able to do a fair bit of damage, which is good. These guys have already done well against these guys on the flanks. We're trying to bring these guys down on the right though. The Moran on guard again. What are we looking at? We've lost 22% of our forces. They've lost 34. It's going to be very close. And after this, if the other army stops besieging Waldburg, we are not going to be able to hold it. But this really does mean that Celeborn's forces are going to be a lot freer, and will, I would have thought, not have too much problem. We're holding up here because we've got two big units of archers. We've got maulers now to worry about here. Push back a lot of the Mordorian guard, so my infantry should be able to have a good, decent chance against them. I need them to hit the orc maulers now because they're coming in to reinforce their spearmen brothers over here. The maulers do a lot of damage. Fire, 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 fire right into the flanks. That's perfect. Hit them like that and we'll be fine. These Galadrim archers, where are they firing? They're firing down here at these guys still. Try and fire at these guys now, because they're only just being held back. Eldar are going down, unfortunately. My general is out of ammo. so we're going to have to charge in with him. His other general friend is still firing for him. These guys are out of ammo. We're going to charge in there. These guys are nearly out of ammo, so they're going to have to charge soon. It's only these guys up here that have really not used up all their ammo. And these guys are facing some problems now against all those maulers. But we're going to try and focus the push on the centre right now. If we can bring them down the centre, then we should get an easier victory. Even if our left flank goes, or at least those Lórien Rangers go, the Galadrim will hold. What's going on up here? It's hard to see what's going on with all the trees in the way. Keep rallying as well. We won't need to chase too much. We just need to push here. But thankfully, we've got quite a few units engaged in the centre here, attacking. I'm attacking with his other unit now. We're going to actually attack these Orc Raiders back here. Go, 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 guys! Don't just walk. Attack, men, attack. They've lost half their men, we've lost 38% of ours. We're now being attacked here as well. Well, how my Galadrim doing? My Galadrim are free to actually attack now, so let's get them stuck in. They'll be useful. The Galadrim up here in the Lórien. Lórien Rangers are a bit squishier, not so much armour, but they're keeping the enemy at bay, and we've just got pretty much everyone descended upon us here. So we're now charging in with our Galadrim. Our Galadrim archers. Trying to find the best view to see this bit from. Probably that way. So we go on in. Come on, Galadrim. These guys down here still desperately battling away against the Morannon Guard. And over here, we're pushing back those Orc Maulers, I think, quite well now. So we'll be able to free them up on this flank. And these guys still, well, one of them still has plenty of ammo. Thankfully, my Galadrim here just doing what they do best, carving up orcs. These guys still wait at the top. We've got lots of Lórien Rangers pushing up here, though, with my general and Archers of Lórien. They've made their own little push here. Going to go after the Spearmen a little bit. General's bodyguard down here, having some fun, and he's got Galadrim Archers to support him. Should be able to push here. The enemy's down to 63%. We're nearly up to half our men. We are pushing against these maulers on the right, and then we can swing on over to the left, and that will hopefully make the difference. We're gaining some ground with the Galadrim Archers here against all the Orc Spear Band, doing rather well. The Lórien Rangers, though, are falling back. Oh, and we've broken the enemy here, and we now have Uruks to contend with. So that's the next task. Up to the Uruks, give another rally, bring my General's bodyguard up here. My archers here, these guys are broken, as have these now. We're going to flank round with them. We're going to bring these guys up here to help out my other Galadrim units. And I assume that also means, yep, these guys have pushed them out. It is swinging. Quite rapid swingage now. Oh, sorry, muted the sound. There we go. And we're now flanking. Flank, 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 flank. Hit everything. Give another rally. Just throw out those rallies as soon as possible. While the general's charging in the flanks here. In they go, getting stuck in. And we've got more Galadrim archers coming on in to help them out now. They will be saved. And once we break these guys here, we can flank on round behind them. And they've now broken too. Chase after them a little bit just to kill as many as possible, but the main focus is bringing all these guys up the top now. Oh, we've got the General's bodyguard back here, which we're actually going to fire at. Whittle them down. These guys are broken, doesn't look like they're coming back. Oh, Marsh didn't really react in time, so there we go. Get stuck in. A few little twangs of the bowstring there. They can fire a little bit. And now we're behind these guys. In we go. And this will, I'm hoping, break them. Let's give a rallying charge as we come on in. With the general here. Swords. And then we come from the back, and that's instantly broken them.
Foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
And I'm just going to whack it on fast forward just for the pure fact to try and chase down some of these guys, because a lot of them are going to get away here. There we go. That's a lot of them dead. Marches are reasonably fast, as long as they're not too tired. They should. Sometimes they'll catch them. But whew, okay, that was close. But well done, my elves. We took down the Oleg High, and we're now taking these guys down too. All the orcs are dead. Okay, we can exit the battle. Yes, a heroic victory.
Utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
We will. Most kills, 320 by Archers of Lórien once more. And now back to the campaign map, and we'll see if we're going to be attacked by the Waldburg army. The Waldburg? If we are not German, yeah? The Waldburg army. Execute, they're pulling back. There's a few of them that have survived, but there's still that force at Waldburg. Oh, and they're actually, yeah, they are coming to attack us, and I don't think I can retreat from here. Oh, god dang it, that sucks. But maybe my Waldburg army can now reinforce. No, still can't reinforce, but we can't retreat either. These guys have mountain trolls, so we're going to have to, again, focus on the mountain trolls, and then if we can, kill them. But I don't think we're actually going to get away with this. I think we may well lose this army now, because they've just hit us time and time again, and unfortunately, we can't reinforce with Celeborn. But that's going to have to wait till next time, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my vlog up later, and check out my co-op with Alex the Rambler on Caesar and Gaul. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter for all the latest updates about my channel, my videos, and just about everything else. I will see you all again soon. Ciao for now.